Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today in real time, it is St. Patty's Day, which I've already put a video up saying Happy St. Patrick's Day, but I didn't think that through because technically I need to wear green on St. Patrick's Day, and I did it for yesterday, which was great because we actually went somewhere, based on St. Patrick's Day, but I didn't think about today. So I actually have to do another green look, not even thinking about it, you know what I mean? And I didn't want to not film it. So I will say yesterday, I've done a couple different green looks this week, and I think I feel more confident in this particular kind of green look, which this is what it's going to look like, than like yesterday's. I think it was just too much green. You know what I mean? And then it makes me feel uncomfortable because I just don't think green looks good on me to begin with. You know what I mean? So today we're going to be playing with He Who Shall Not Be Named, but the Blood Money palette. I bought this. I've got to get my money's worth, you know? So I'm going to use this, and then I brought out the Platinum Ice Skin Frost palette, and I used Alien Ice, this green right here. Woo, look at them. On my cheekbones today, and like nose and everything for highlight. And I used that for my inner corner because it's got like a green. So I thought that was pretty cool. And where I don't really use this brand very often, it's going bad. I hate to say it. Like, I've got lipsticks, lip liners, because come on. Back then, it wasn't like a no-no. And again, I don't agree with a lot that he does, but the makeup is good. You know what I mean? It is. It's not the best, I'm not saying that, but it is really good. Price point, everything. It's really good. So let's go ahead and get into the first shade. And it's called Chameleon Fetish. It's this like lime green shade. And we're going to start with it in the crease. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't really for sure what. Actually, I was going to do the Melt Gemini, I think, is what I was going to do. For green today. Or I was going to go with the Charlotte Tilbury, I think, Green Lights. I was going to go more of a subtle route to see if I, look better. Because I do believe I do like the Green Lights by Charlotte Tilbury. But I'm not really for sure what I thought. I know the formula and all is good. I just don't know what I actually thought about it, on me. Because I think when it comes to green wear, it's not a color that I am loving in a sense. It's more of, if it's more like earthy greens, I think I look better in, to be honest. But I don't even know if I really feel comfortable in those, to be honest, at the same time. But I know I feel better when it's in brighter shades, and I think that's why I like this look. It's really bright. And the Melt Gemini palette, it's very deep in color, like a darker green type thing. Because that's what, but that brand's about that, and I get it, teach their own. But this particular look, I kind of really like it. And you can see how well that blended and built up in color. I would say it's pretty accurate to the shade that's in the pan. Again, if you take it and stipple it on where you want it, and then go back and blend it, that may work better too to keep the actual color. But it just depends. Of course, if you use like a lighter eye base, stuff like that, that would help also. But I wasn't that concerned, But I did get some newer palettes in, which I'm excited for. But It's also going to throw my videos out of sync even more than what they already are. So the next shade we're going to go into is Persuasion. And it's this, no, actually no. Let's take that same shade, Chameleon Fetish, and run it under the lower lash line. We'll just stick with the same shade right now. But I got new Sigma palettes and the new Lawless. And I really like both of those brands. So I really can't wait to play with that. I really like Lawless. I mean, I like Sigma a lot, but if I had to choose, it would be Lawless. Love their sleeping mask. And I really do enjoy their shadows. So, and I like she's got little teeny ones and they're just so cute and easy to store and travel with, and not much thought process because the color story is pretty laid out for you and stuff. So I do like that. But Sigma, I got there. These are the 9pan palettes, I think. But I'll be honest, they kind of remind me of NYX's palettes, even though I believe they have 12. But that's what it kind of reminded me of when I first saw them, when they arrived. But yeah, I'll be honest, my stuff is going bad. And I have, like I said, been going through it. Okay, now let's go into the shade Persuasion. And it's this like gray shade, but it's like a green gray. It's so cute. It's different. And I really like that about it. Because I went to put the lipstick on today and it kind of didn't have the same kind of smell to it, you know what I mean? But I'll be honest, I can't tell you the last time I used the lipsticks and stuff. But and I could do her, you know, whatever with them. I like the eyeshadow palettes myself from this brand because I like the thought process put into them as far as like packaging, and then I also like the thought process as far as color stories for the most part. Again, it seems weird that I would purchase this palette considering green is not my color. But I liked, in a sense, the way this was kind of set up. So I thought just maybe. But I really don't pull for this palette as much as I probably should for the price that I paid for it, number one. And number two, it's not a brand that anybody really wants to talk about, you know? But I feel like I can talk about the brand, like, but not the owner, you know? Because the people working for him may not have done anything wrong. They're just trying to make a paycheck. But he also knows makeup, so you gotta take that into consideration too. Yes, a lot of people do. And I buy a lot of makeup, so. But do you see how well that color blends into this color here? It blends really nicely, but yet it's not taking away from the brightness of that lime green. I don't know, there's just something about it I really do like. Are you all staying safe? Are you planning out everything very nicely? No drinking and driving. We're going back into that first shade. Okay, now we're going to take that shade Persuasion and we're going to run it under the lower lash line, right up on it. I'm just using the mirror in this box. I will say though, as much as I do like the packaging, the thought process and stuff, they are a pain to store. And they are obnoxious and bulky, but considering the brand, like, it makes sense. Are you all still using these palettes from this brand? Did you get rid of them? If you did purchase them, did you never purchase them? I'm just curious. And where does everybody stand now with this brand? Okay. So I've got that lined up under there. I'm going to go back in, like I said, with that first shade and blend that out. I really do think it's this lime green shade that is making this wearable for me, to be honest. Okay. Now we're going to go into the shade Poison Ivy and this lid shade too. And it's like a really bright green. It's just so pretty. And I didn't spray it or anything, and I'm going to go really slow at packing it on. Because I don't want fallout at all. But this is such a pretty color. But I also like the highlights. Now, is it glitter? Yeah, it is. They're glitter, his highlights, but you will be seen wearing them highlights. Like, they are like, you're going to be beaming from above. And I like that also. But I forgot how much I like stuff because I don't play with it often enough. Alright. Now that I got that laid down on the lid, okay, we're going to go into the Platinum Ice Skin Frost Pro palette and go into this Alien Ice shade, and I'm just going to put it on the inner corner. And it's such a pretty green to go in there. And generally, I do not wear colored highlight, but I do like this one. Well, I do wear color because I wear pink and like a peach. but not like green or blue or anything like that, or purple. Nothing like that. But I kind of like all these highlights in this palette too, which is kind of weird. Okay. Okay, I think I got them both the same. Both eyes are the same. We can always go back if need be. Now we're going to line the bottom lash line and top lash line with this shade called Crocodile Tears. This green shade right here. For this, though, I'm not picking this up, this big old box, because I'll have it a mess. We're just going to use a little handheld mirror. That way I can be more accurate with this brush. Right up on the lash line. And I really love this brush. I know I talk about this brush every time I use it in every video. But when it comes to lining, it's amazing. I'm sure it's amazing doing any kind of detail work, because you have so much precision and stuff because it's so small. I'm going to tap back in and we're going to line the top lash line now. And I could have done like a brown mascara with this look, but I did keep it to black. And I kind of was thinking I wish I had a green. I think green would have looked kind of cool. I'm sorry, y'all, if you're hearing something going off. I must have forgot to turn one of my electronics off. I don't know which one, but one. And I like the way that this green here lays on against this like light, this really bright green. It just sort of like brings the darkness out in this color and makes that brighter shade just pop. Which you probably can't see it because it's such a small detail to see through a, camera. Okay. Now I'm just going to make sure I got that on here. Alright, then I decided, well, kind of want a little more. I wanted to pop just a little bit more. So I took this shade Divine Intervention right here, and I just picked it up on my finger a little bit, and I just placed it right in the middle just to get that extra little pop. Like that. Kinda like that. I did better on the other eye, I think, but you know what I'm saying. I just wanted that little bit of extra something there. Because even though this green does pop, don't get me wrong, it does. Putting this right in the middle just makes it even more so. Especially when the light hits it just right. And then I'm just going to go around it with that Poison Ivy shade again. Make sure I didn't take away any oomph from it. Because like I said, I just want it in the middle. And I was surprised it worked so well, because usually I don't use my fingers because I make a mess. But I put a very little bit on and just touched it, you know? And it's worked for me, so that was a plus. Alright, now we're going to go back into that Precision shade and kind of make sure we didn't lose the colors, basically, that we had previously laid down. Because I kind of feel like you need to see all the shades for it to look good, in my opinion. And I just love the way each shade blends in to the next. And that's a preference thing, I know, but it is something that I really do enjoy nowadays, is a gradient effect. I mean, I've always liked it because I've always kind of done my eyeshadow like this, but really like watching the shades and the colors and stuff has really brought me to appreciate it even more. Just more paying attention to it, you know? To the color stories that people are putting out. And the way I like to do my eyeshadow. And it helped me kind of save money because not every palette is going to do that for me, you know? And if it's not going to do it for me, well, what's the purpose of getting it then, you know? So I don't. We're going to go into that Chameleon Fetish again. And we're done. Just a blend. I really do like the way this came out, though. It came out much better than I thought. I really thought I wasn't going to like it at all, to be honest with you, but it's a surprise that I do. For eyeliner, I used same thing in Assets, I believe is the color. It's a green. It's not my favorite eyeliner. Then for top lashes, we're going to use the Rare Beauty mascara. I would say with this brand, like, the shadows and the highlighters are awesome. And I really do enjoy the highlighters, probably more than the shadows, depending on the palette, though. Because, honestly, that wedding palette he came out with, amazing. Beautiful. Stunning. Wonderful. Like, that palette is just great, to be honest. I won't even lie. I give credit where credit needs to go, in that palette is something else. Are y'all excited for spring to come? I am. So ready. I'm ready for the looks, really, the bright colors and stuff. I got some fallout on underneath my eye here. I just now noticed it. That's alright, I'll get it. Okay. And then for bottom lashes, we'll use that for, of course, Lancome Deaf and Seals. Luckily, the fallout don't matter because I'm wearing a green highlighter. So it kind of just like makes it look like it's intensifying it. Which is kind of weird, but works in my favor. So I'm not going to complain. Okay. Alrighty. And this is the final look for my St. Patty's Day today. I gotta clean that spot up, but I'm not gonna hold you up. I really do like this look. It's not something, I don't know. It's still really green, like there's no denying that, but maybe it's just different shades of green and that's why I'm enjoying it. I don't know. It could be. But do I think it looks good on me? No. I still don't think that, by no means. But does the shadows themselves look good? Yeah. And can I get by and feel confident wearing it? Yeah, I could. So that's a plus for me for today. And then I'm wearing my little St. Patrick's Day shirt. So I'm all ready. I got green pants on. Like, I'm decked for the day. Nobody's pinching me. Alright, but that's all I have for you today. I hope you all did have a very safe St. Patrick's Day because this will post tomorrow. So, but I did still want to film whatever I was actually doing today. But that is all I have. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I'll upload every day but Sunday. However, if there's new palette releases, I upload. So, and they're out there. So, they're coming. I got them. Some of them. So, anywho, where was I at? I lost my train of thought. Sorry, guys. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.